Hi everyone, it's Lily or CoolRiceBunnies, and today I am doing my Polymer Clay Charm / Craft Update number 22, where I just show you the things that I've made recently. And it's not even really recent because it's been ages since I've done one of these videos, so a lot of these creations are super old, but I still hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much to my old and my new subscribers for the continuous support. We're at, I think, close to like 195,000 subscribers, which is insane, and I'm really sorry again for the delay in videos, but please expect a lot of videos being uploaded in the next couple of days because it is now winter break and I have lots of things to share with you guys, so just stay tuned for that, and we are just going to get started. So the first things I have to share are these two paw print charms, I guess. So the first one I made here is this white one with the pink little spots, and it's on a silver chain with a silver bail, and then on the back I just painted on these hearts. I actually made these with just regular white clay, and then I painted over it with more white paint, and then I added the details. And then the other paw print charm that I made is this one. It's bigger, it kind of looks more like a dog paw than a kitty paw, and I made this one blue with polka dots, and again it's just been painted with white clay, and then all the little things were also painted on with acrylic paint. This one's on a gold bail because I thought it just looked really nice with the blue. And this is what the charm looks like when it's hanging off my planner. I kind of just keep it in the pen loop right here, and I really like it. I kind of wish I made the findings gold just to match my planner, but I still think it's really cute, and I really like the idea of planner charms because I've seen them a lot on Instagram, so I decided to make my own. So the next couple of charms I have are very old, and you can find them in an old Instagram post that I have on my account, but I just wanted to make some orange charms, and I started out by making some carrots. I have this little set of carrots right here, and they are definitely supposed to be more realistic than carrots with faces on them. I like how they turned out. I think it's just really simple. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's there. And then I made these two carrots with faces on them, and they just look like this. And I kind of was just doing different things with their faces and just the way that they're shaped. So this is kind of what they look like from the side, and I just really like them. I think this one is really adorable and is definitely my favorite. And I just love how shiny they turned out. They're still super shiny, and they are charms. And these are just some kawaii Cheez-Its. They're square, and they have a hole in the middle with little ridges. And I put little tiny specks of translucent polymer clay at the top to look like the salt, because you can see the salt on a lot of the Cheez-Its crackers, and I just think they're so adorable. This one has really round eyes, and this one kind of has that ovular shape with kind of little eye sockets that they're sticking out of. And I did shade these. They look really nice. They look as if they're baked. And then the last orange charm that I made was this, and a lot of people actually thought that this was a pumpkin, but I was just trying to make an orange pepper, an orange bell pepper. But to be honest, they do look the same. When you just have something that's orange and green, you're probably going to think that it is a pumpkin, but it was supposed to be an orange bell pepper, so that's pretty funny. Here is what the bottom looks like, and here is the top. And yeah, that's basically it for that one. So this next charm is just absolutely random, and it is what I call a snurtle. I don't know why I made this. I think I just had scrap clay and I just wanted to make something random. So it's basically a snail with a turtle shell, so it's a snurtle. And I have nothing else to say about this. I don't know. I just made it because I had the clay, and it was just a little idea, and it came out of my head, and this is what happened. And then the next charm is also kind of random. It is just this really tiny and adorable kawaii sponge. This is a pretty typical sponge that I'm used to seeing like growing up. It's the one with the green scrubby pad on the back and then the yellow sponge part. His face is super cute. I used light brown clay instead of black clay, which is what I usually would have done, and then I gave him some blushed cheeks. So this is just a really simple and adorable charm. So I was doing a crafting live stream a couple of months ago, and these were the charms that I made during that live stream. And the first thing that my viewers asked me to make was something minion related, so I made a minion cupcake. The base is blue. I used one of the female quartz clay colors, and I believe this is just ecru clay, and then I have the little minion on top. He has a huge eyeball and his goggles are three-dimensional and everything. It definitely looks something like a minion straight on, but when you look at it from the side, it just kind of looks weird to me. And then the next thing I made, which was requested by my live stream viewers, was this. And it was a Pokemon cupcake, and the bottom here is black. I am really happy with how this turned out. I think it's really cute, very, very simple and easy to make. And then from this charm, I had scrap clay, and I decided to make this. So someone from the live stream actually requested that I recreate my fish roe sushi charm, which is from my very first charm update. I'll link that down below if you're interested in watching it. And we actually named the charm during the live stream, and his name is officially Gerald. So everyone, this is Gerald. And then the top here just has the little sushi roe or fish eggs, and his eyes are really giant and kind of just like freaky looking, and I really like how that turned out. And then speaking of recreations, I was crafting with CoolRiceBro, who is my boyfriend, and I just decided that's what I'm going to call him from now on. I'm just gonna call him CoolRiceBro. But we were crafting one night and he really just wanted to make dragons again. So I'm going to show you his dragon first. We both kind of decided that it actually looks way more like a kangaroo than a dragon. So it's a pretty cool kangaroo with wings and a spiky tail, and he used glittery Fimo clay, and I think he did pretty good for his first time really working with polymer clay like this. So that is his dragon. And since we were just making dragons and little creatures, I decided to just recreate my dinosaur charm. So I do have a tutorial on this. I will leave it down below, but I was just messing around with the scrap clay that CoolRiceBro and my other friend was using, and I just made this little dinosaur with magenta clay and brown eyes and little stars on his back. So these are some more charms that I also have a tutorial on, and these are my heart sea turtles, which was a collab with Heather Wells, and you can watch that video down below if you want to learn how to make these. So here's the very first one I made, and it was just a green one, and I used some wasabi green clay and a mixture of that green clay with translucent, and I used chalk pastels to color it. The little painted spots are actually heart-shaped. Well, some of them, not all of them. And then if you flip it over, I also painted a heart underneath the head. So I made 2 of these green ones, and I am just super happy with how they turned out. This one is on a necklace chain because they really do make adorable necklaces, and I will put these to the side. And then the next one I made was this gold one, which is kind of a goldish brown. I really, really love how this turtle turned out. Like, I don't know why, I just think it's so pretty, especially with the gold eye screw. I used Fimo ice quartz clay for everything, and then I used a combination of blue, purple, and pink chalk pastels to darken the shell. And this is a cell phone charm, so I can put this in the phone jack of my cell phone and hang it off. And of course, the bottom just has the little heart underneath his head. This is probably one of my favorites as well. I definitely want to make more of these turtles, but these are just the 3 colors that I first made for the tutorial. So these next charms are just really random pieces. I redid the Oreo BFF charm, so this is just a blue Oreo, and then it comes apart, and inside is just the cream, and they clip together like so. And this was made using the Sculpey Souffle clay, so it's really, really lightweight. And then another thing that I used the Sculpey Souffle clay for was this tiny hamburger charm. The chalk pastel that I actually used on the bun had to come off because I had to fix it, and then that was after it was done baking. So then I thought, okay, I'll try shading it with acrylic paint, and then it just ended up looking like this. Really splotchy and gross, and I don't know, but it's definitely something different. It's not how I would usually make anything as far as shading goes, but this is just a tiny little hamburger charm. And then the last thing I have that I use the Sculpey Souffle clay for is just this little cupcake. Really, really simple with sprinkles on top and a purple theme going on. And again, this clay is really lightweight. It's really soft and easy to work with, but I just don't think it's my favorite thing, so I just haven't been using it at all. So the next things I made were just these random baked goods. Here is a vanilla cake slice with chocolate and pink frosting, or chocolate and strawberry, however you want to say it. I made this chocolate chip cookie, which I am really happy with for some reason. I'm not sure why, but something about the shading and the chocolate chips makes me really happy. And here's what the back looks like. So there's that cookie, and then here is this other cookie, which is a heart-shaped vanilla cookie with chocolate icing, really simple. And then the last one is this vanilla cupcake with a pink base. It has this really nice chocolate frosting that I kind of want to eat because it looks pretty realistic, and then micro marbles sprinkled on top. So I have these 2 heart cookies, which were made with a mold, and then I just shaded them to make them look baked, and then I just painted the halves of them, and I thought this was pretty cute. These would be really adorable as simple necklaces, or if I made 2 of each color, they would also look cute as earrings, but that was just really simple, and I wanted to show that to you all. So these next couple of charms that I made were inspired by XOX Rufus, or Ruth on YouTube, and they are her Kawaii Moon charms, and I believe she has a tutorial on these, so I will leave that down below. But I just made a couple of varying sizes with different kinds of clay, and then I gave all of them different facial expressions because I thought that would be fun. So this one's really happy with its tongue sticking out. This one looks super surprised, and this one's just kind of like a meh face, like a really blank face. And this tiny little guy is just a happy little moon. And this charm is smaller than my fingernail. It's so absolutely tiny, but I think they are really cute, and I really like how they turned out. Okay, so the next couple of things I have to show you guys are phone cases, and I have been making a ton of phone cases for DreamWorks TV and just a couple of phone cases for myself. So the first one that I'm going to show you guys is this one, and I have a video on all of these, but this is my DecoDen phone case that I've done. It's the second DecoDen phone case that I've ever made, and I got all of these cabochons from SophieandToffee.com, and this is just what it looks like up close. I have lots of, you know, glitters and pearls and Minnie Mouse themed and Mickey Mouse themed cabochons. I think it's super fun, really bright. It's on this beautiful lilac phone case, and I just love it. So something that is completely opposite from this phone case is the third DecoDen phone case that I made, and I made this for Halloween, obviously, but it is a zombie themed DecoDen phone case. I made my own whip. This was the first time I ever really made my own whip. So I used 100% clear silicone, and I mixed in oil paints with glitters to create this glittery green background. And then all of the cabochons you see on this phone case, I made them with polymer clay. So I have a tombstone. This is supposed to be like a zombie hand. I have some glow-in-the-dark bones, and these earthworms are probably my favorite part of the whole case. I don't know why. And there's also just like brown drizzle on the sides to look like mud. So this is what it looks like. I have a tutorial of this phone case over on the DreamWorks TV channel, so I will link that down below, but it's definitely weird. So the next couple of phone cases are older, so I won't spend a lot of time on them, but this is the toothless phone case, or the How to Train Your Dragon phone case that I also did for DreamWorks TV, but it's just a clear phone case. This is just atrocious, I know, but it's a clear phone case, and then I rolled out this slab of gold clay. I painted it and gave it a nice wood texture with a dotting tool, and then Toothless is right in the center. I think he turned out pretty cool, and I love his bright green eyes and his tongue sticking out, so this is really cute, and I'll have that tutorial down below. And then I believe I've showed these before, so it's going to be really quick, but this is the Daisy phone case, and since I made the tutorial for this little petal actually broke off, and I have just kind of tried to hide it with some more rhinestones and a pearl. But I really like this. I think it's perfect for the springtime and the summertime. And then here is the phone case I made for the summertime on DreamWorks TV's channel. And it's just a watermelon phone case. This was really, really easy, but I love the way it came out. Like, I'm really obsessed with it. And it's a simple little watermelon. And I used just 2 different colors of clay, but then I shaded it with chalk pastels to give this kind of ombre effect. And I lied, actually. I used more than 2 colors of clay because obviously this is black polymer clay. I love how shiny the watermelon seeds are because I believe I glazed those like maybe 3 or 2 times, and then the overall watermelon only got 1 coat of glaze. So I really, really like it. It's very simple and looks delicious. Here is another phone case that I made for a DreamWorks TV tutorial, and I believe this is going to be released at the end of this month. So when this tutorial is up, it will be linked down below, but it's a neon themed Hello Kitty phone case. Again, I used a bow cabochon from Sophie and Toffee, and then I used a couple of the rhinestones and beads that I had as well. And I believe I got this from Sophie and Toffee too. And it's on a clear phone case, and then in the middle is just a Hello Kitty that I made out of polymer clay. Really, really simple. And then what's cool about this one is that since it's a clear phone case, I actually cut out a piece of scrapbook paper to make a little background, and then I can just slide this in, and then I have a customized background, and this looks really cute on my phone. I really like it a lot, but that's just an idea if you have a clear phone case and you want to switch it up a little bit. I had a test or product of Hello Kitty, and it's just so derpy. It looks like she was punched in the eye. I put an eye there with black polymer clay, and then I really hated how it looked, so then I tried to remove it, but the black polymer clay stained the white polymer clay, so then it left like this weird ring around its eye, and then I tried to paint it with white acrylic paint to cover it up, and it just made it look even worse. Like, honestly, it looks like she was punched in the eye, which is super sad because Hello Kitty is supposed to be really nice and have a lot of friends, and why would you want to punch Hello Kitty in the eye? I don't know, but that was funny. And then also, before I made this watermelon case, I was just testing out the whole gradient thing. So I made this tiny little watermelon with the same colors, and I was just trying to see if the chalk pastels would show up after it was baked and glazed, and it did. So I really liked how that turned out, so I went ahead with this phone case design. And then the last phone case that I made was this one, and it's on my phone right now, and it is the R2-D2 phone case for the new Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. So it's on a black phone case, and this is my Samsung Galaxy S5, and I just made R2-D2 out of polymer clay. I found a drawing of R2-D2 from a How to Draw Cartoons website or something like that, and I'll leave it down below. But they did a drawing of R2-D2 that was very, very simplified, and I thought it was perfect for this project, so that's what I used. But one problem I did have was while I was filming this tutorial, my tripod somehow like jumped, like it just moved, and the leg of the tripod actually dented this little part here, and I tried my best to get it out the best I could, but I just couldn't, and so now there's just this little dent, and it bothers me like a tiny bit, but other than that, I really like how this turned out. I really like it a lot. I have a couple of things that I made that I don't currently have with me anymore, and then the first thing that I made was back in October, and it was a rainbow dash necklace. My cousin actually asked me to make this necklace for her niece, and this is what I made. I really like it. Everything is made with polymer clay, and I painted on the eye. I really like how it turned out. It was super, super awesome, and she loved it. She thought it was the best thing ever. The next thing I made is actually a Christmas gift for my older sister, and I've already given it to her, so it's okay for me to make this video. We both love this app called Nico Atsumi, which is a cat collecting app, and if you haven't played it and you haven't downloaded it, I really suggest you go right now into whatever app store you have and just get it because it is awesome. But her favorite cat is Spooky, and I decided that I wanted to make her a little figurine out of polymer clay based off of the game. So this is what I made. I just made the little cat jungle climbing gym, and then I made Spooky out of polymer clay, and he is detachable. Like, I didn't want to glue him on because you could place him wherever you wanted on the playset. And so that was it, and she really liked it. She thought it was really cute. That is everything that I have for this charm update. It's crazy, so many phone cases, oh my goodness. But yeah, comment down below, let me know what was your favorite creation. If you want to check out any of the tutorials that I mentioned, I will link them down below. Thank you all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!